Hi guys, my name is Haley. This is my first video, my introduction. I wanted to make a video just to kind of introduce myself, say a little bit about myself and a little bit about my life and my story. I'm a new mom. I am 22. In February of 2020, I gave birth to my daughter Adonis. She's now 8 months old. I was adjusting to, my new mom life. In late April, I like to say I inherited my siblings. My siblings came into my care. It's been challenging, it's been difficult, but it's been very rewarding as well. I've been having a really good time now as we're figuring things out. Some days are better than others, but I think that's with everybody. I think that's just with life. So some of the things that I wanted to post on here are the tips or tricks that I've learned along the way. I have not been a mom very long, but I have been, parenting in a way my siblings their whole lives. I am the oldest of five kids. I grew up with a single mother, so as the oldest, kind of a lot of responsibility tends to fall on you, and so I had to kind of pick up a lot of the slack that was left over from our dads, basically. I essentially was a lot of my life a stand-in dad, and this meant that I already did do school lunches, and I already did wake kids up for school, and I already did take care of them a lot of the time because my mom was at work all the time. So I've been with the kids their entire lives basically. So as much as adjusting to being a mom of four, it is still a major adjustment to have to make. It is something I'm kind of used to being in a big family, in a big household, and kind of understand a little bit of what it takes to run it. So that's what I'm doing. I moved out when I was 16, so I have had to go through a lot of milestones by myself. I unfortunately didn't have my mom there sometimes. I's relationship is very on and off, unfortunately, and so I didn't always have a parent there for me. Like when I moved into my first apartment, I moved in alone and I had nothing. I had nothing but the clothes that I was able to leave my house with. So I didn't have a lot. I still graduated school. I got myself through school. I graduated by myself. I didn't have anybody there. So that was pretty sucky. It wasn't great. It wasn't a good feeling. But ultimately, from a very young age, I've kind of learned how to mother myself or parent myself. And as unhealthy as that is, now being an adult and kind of losing my mom again, while going through such a big life change, and then also having my siblings on top of that being another larger change, and I don't have a parent that I get to call if I need help. I don't have that. It's just me. I am kind of found parenting myself again, and I know that there's other people out there that have to do this, and I thought that maybe I could be somebody that somebody could watch and feel like you're not alone, because you're not. And as much as I feel sometimes that I am, I know that I'm not, and that there are other people that are going through similar things that I am. I just want to help you help yourself in mothering yourself, as I would call it. I call it mothering myself all the time, because I have to be gentle with myself too, and understand that I'm learning and I don't know everything, and that this is all gonna be new, and I'm not gonna get it right the first time every single time, and I constantly have to cheer myself on and remind myself I'm doing a good job, even if I feel like I'm not sometimes. It's been a challenge sometimes, more or less with myself, And so this was kind of a nice way for me also to talk and just vent, because I feel like sometimes I'm telling my friends the same things over and over and over and over again. And as much as I know that they will listen whenever I need them to, sometimes even you get tired with yourself, I guess. And I also felt like I usually, normally, like I said, my mom and my relationship, our relationship was a little on and off. There were still times in my life where I was able to call her, and you know, when you just wanted to vent, when you wanted to celebrate, you wanted to, you know, be sad, when you wanted to be mad, you could call your mom and say whatever it is that you wanted, and it would just feel like a weight off your chest. Well, I don't really have that anymore, but I figured that this could be like that. I don't know. Maybe that's what it could be. I don't know if that sounds weird, but that is what I'm gonna do. And just like vlogs of the things that we do with the kids, because as everyone knows, they're kind of in a pandemic. So keeping your kids busy is hard, literally 90% of the time. And some of you are at home yourself. I'm at home. So before school was back in, I was going a little loco. But yeah, with having the kids at home, we're kind of limited to the things that we can do outside. So we've been trying to really keep busy and find different little things that we get to do. And now that we have kind of set that this is more possibly going to be a more permanent, or sounding like a permanent solution to our problem would be the kids staying here. We want to start getting them settled fully in their rooms and decorating and doing whatever we can to kind of, you know, help them adjust as well, because not only am I having to go through, you know, mothering myself through this all, I got to parent them too, and they have little emotions, and I always tell them that they got these big emotions, these big mature adult emotions that they are trying to maneuver through, that they don't quite know how to yet. You know, trying to talk to them and trying to teach them as well. And it's a little bit harder for me because I'm their sister and I've grown up with them my whole life. So, you know, normal siblings usually fight, and, you know, I got a parent, so it's a little different when your siblings are mad at you versus like your own kids being mad at you sometimes. But yeah, like having to be with them as well through all of this, it can be very trying. Children don't understand their emotions as well as adults do. So as much as, you know, you or I can sit here and say, you know, I understand that I'm feeling sad, but I also understand that, you know, I'm not feeling sad because of something that I did. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm sad because of what's going on outside or whatever. You know, being able to just internalize your feelings and understand them is something that kids aren't able to do. And so I'm trying my absolute best to help them manage these feelings that they're having and these emotions. And yeah, I know that there are other parents out there that are probably dealing with, you know, your kids, everything that they're going through, because as much as we don't realize sometimes that kids have kid problems, but there's still problems to say the least. Or there's still, like, as much as we think of them, you know, it's just like they're kid problems, what could they possibly need help for? What could they possibly be going through? But we have to remember that, like, in their lives up until this day, this certain situations are the worst things that they've had to deal with. And just because that they're gonna have to possibly deal with more doesn't mean that we shouldn't be there for them and support them and nurture them the same way we would if the sky was falling. You know, you kind of have to be there for them. And I just have a very different parenting approach, especially different parenting approach from what I was raised with. I am a lot more relaxed. I believe in talking it out with your kids. I don't believe in like physical discipline. I've found a lot more success in my parenting when I'm very calm, not raising your voice, and actually talking and explaining to the kids, whether it's a task or an event that is going to be happening, like walking them through what we're going to do that day, or if it's, you know, having to kind of break up fights or whatever it may be, like taking a more gentle approach and talking to them honestly has been way more effective in this whole experience. But I feel like I'm kind of rambling. This is only really supposed to be an intro, and I'm just kind of talking about a bunch of stuff, and I'll probably mash all these fucking videos together, but yeah, so you can expect more content from me, I guess, as above. No, you can, and if you want to subscribe, that's cool too. I don't really know what, or if I have a posting schedule, if I will have a posting schedule, I have no idea. I guess it will just be as I am able to film and put things out. Hopefully I should be able to do it on a kind of like regular basis, because we're always kind of doing something, especially with we're heading into our holiday season. I aspire to be the Pinterest mom, the cool Pinterest mom. That is just who I aspire to be. So you already know that we have a bunch of Halloween decorations already bought, so we're going to be decorating the house. Christmas is coming up, Thanksgiving, all of that we are going to be doing. So we'll have lots of fun things to do, activities, places to see, people to meet at a safe distance at 6 feet. Be smart, wear a mask. But yeah, if you are at all interested in my insane life or my story or the kids or everything that we do, or if you relate or you just want to be nice and subscribe, that'd be great, and you will see more from me.